It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. Today, we're in Studio E at Eastern North Carolina CW and WNCT Studios. This is our home base. We're off the road for a while, and one of the things we wanted to do was kind of look back. We've been kind of reflecting lately. So this week is a special best of week. We're going to take a look at some of the best living local, some of the best Q&A with AQ, some of the best down eats, a loving home, all these great things that are part of the East Daily Download. And today, we're going to have a couple of special things. We're going to live in local, some of the best stuff from that. Also, we're going to have some of the best of conversations with when I've had an interview and sat down with people. Also, on location, we're going to share a special on location, one of our best segments we did for that. And right now, what we want to do is dive right in to people and places. And we're going to take a look at a couple of the best of from people and places. Let's take a look.
Now downloading People and Places.
A look inside Wayne STRAUSBAUGH's Craven County home, and one thing stands out.
I definitely love racing.
A love that's developed only in the last 5 years.
Suddenly I've found something in life that keeps the adrenaline flowing.
That's because these days he's not watching cars speed around the track, he's the one driving. And what makes this story even more impressive, Wayne is 73 years old.
Up until I was 68, I was never on a racetrack. And then suddenly my bucket list put me on a racetrack. And the next thing you know, 5 years later, this is what I do.
And he does it well.
At first they kind of say, well, this guy's going to be pretty easy. And then as they see me go by, they realize maybe not exactly.
Wayne can lay claim at being #1 in the world. During a recent trip to exotics racing in Las Vegas, Wayne put his skills to the test in the Michelin Time Trials World Challenge.
And finally, I got in a McLaren 720, which is 720 horsepower, and set the track record. Right now, they have almost 22,000 people that are part of the Time Trial World Challenge, and I'm #1, which I don't understand, but it was one heck of a lap.
The need for speed is nothing new. Wayne is a retired U.S. Navy pilot.
That was a wonderful career. I mean, the one thing we used to say is, I just can't believe that the government pays me to do this.
Now he's the one spending money to race at tracks all over the country.
I'm trying to drive all the NASCAR tracks, and I've driven 19 of the 23 tracks. I just spent a couple of weeks in California driving Sonoma and some of the tracks out there. So either I take my car and go driving, or I get on an airplane.
And all those experiences behind the wheel are highlighted here inside Wayne's Hall of Fame.
As I rode with Mario Andretti around Indianapolis at over 200 miles an hour in this race car.
And while most people his age are taking things easy, Wayne says he's not slowing down anytime soon.
I'm definitely having the best time I've ever had. I'm doing things that I never even thought about doing or thought I could do. But life couldn't get any better, to tell you the truth.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you for everything you have done.
Now downloading Living Local.
The town of Oriental sits along the Neuse River, providing opportunities for sailing for many people. But one thing this town holds true to its heart is its small town values. The mayor of Oriental says that while sailing is big in the town, it's the different types of people that move here when they retire that make it so special. They come here to live and also help move the town forward.
Because it's a retirement community, they come from everywhere. And that's what's so special. They're doctors, lawyers, professors, they're all retired, and they help us with our community to keep it growing.
The mayor goes on to say that she's lived in Oriental her whole life. She compares Oriental to Mayberry, saying that you speak to everyone you see and wave at every car that goes by. In Oriental, Aaron Dean, 9 on your side.
After your favorite CBS shows, watch your local 9 on your side news at 11 to wrap up your day and to prepare for tomorrow with your local news, weather, education, city development, and more from across the East. Every day, WNCT 9 is on your side.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. Hope your day is off to a great start so far. Quick reminder, you can watch this show, the East Daily Download, on WNCT's mobile app. It's available for free at the Google Play or the App Store. You get it, you download it. We have a link right there, and you can watch any show on the go wherever you are. Okay, now we've been talking about Best Of, which is going to be a theme that runs throughout the course of this week. One of the other things that is best that we do is going on location, getting out, talking to a local business, interviewing them, finding out what they're all about. And we want to start out talking to our great friends on location, the Painted Peacock in Greenville, where we were fortunate enough to make these two little guys that are mascots of the show, Ed 1 and Ed 2. So let's take a look on location, the Painted Peacock. Now, what are we going to create? Well, that remains to be seen right now, but it's going to be something fun, I assure you, right? Probably?
It will be. I would like to create little mascots for the show. That's my personal.
Mascots for the
Yeah.
show. I thought John was the mascot for the show. Is there like a little
God,
bearded
no.
guy in there? A little bearded troll-like thing? I didn't say that. That was her. My back was turned. You couldn't hear that. Anyway, so we're gonna go in, get the party started, have some fun here. Check it out online. Come visit these guys. They're great. They're a lot of fun. They're good people. I'm afraid I'm going to drop something because I'm a bit klutzy.
Yeah,
how about
don't.
shark? Dun, 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 dun. No, okay,
Maybe.
not that one.
Well, since I chose before you, I think you have to get something that kind of goes in line. I think we need another mascot.
Look at this
we
guy.
have two little mascots for the show. Oh yeah, he's super cool. I like him.
Look at that. Now, mine wouldn't look anything like this by the time it's done, but that's okay. It's a piggy
cool.
bank. So
Oh,
apparently
yeah.
he eats your money. So this is actually perfect. We have been doing some painting while you've been away. And I'm not going to show mine right now. She will show hers. Mine is a tie-dye
cute.
piece, so it's a work in progress. Hers is a very simple piece, so it's very easy to quickly do.
It's not simple. He's complex, just like yours.
So tell us what we need to do now, Ashley, outside of just end this process as quickly as possible.
You're doing a good job.
You got it. So with yours, I'm gonna have you keep painting your swirls here and add your second and third coat. That's just gonna make all your colors a little bit more vibrant.
Vibrant. I knew you were going to say that, vibrant. Like me, my personality, vibrant.
That's
Okay,
right.
I'm going to stop talking
Okay,
now.
so I have these little sponges.
Yes, now what we're gonna do, since you have the background of your galaxy, is we are gonna take these little sponges here and pretty much sponge on really fun swirls all over your piece.
Did
So,
you say squirrels?
Swirl.
I thought you said sponge on squirrels. Okay,
know, it
never
depends
mind.
on your
Stay on
style,
your side
you
of the
know?
table. Okay,
So-
so can you show us just so I can make sure to.
yes. So what you are gonna do is pick up a little bit of paint with your sponge here, and I like to just dab some off.
Okay.
Then you are going to start in a spot and pretty much paint big S's, swirls all over your piece here.
Okay.
The more you sponge over top of this color here and kind of fade it out, again, the more vibrant it will be.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You can take these other colors and just kind of add right to it.
Okay.
A little bit of yellow next to the yellow there. Then you can do the same thing with purple, either add to this line or create
A new line.
line.
Oh,
Yep.
fun. Okay. Thank you.
So, what now?
What now? So now that you have got all your colors on your
Okay.
tie-dye here, what we are going to do is actually take some sandpaper and pretty much sand away fun starburst effects on your piece. This is just going to show a little white in the background and make it look, you know, like a nice tie-dye there. And then over here, now that you have got all of your fun Milky Way colors on here, some purple and yellow, you are going to take your toothbrush, dip it into the white paint there, aim it at your little friend, this little friend,
And don't
not
get
that
me.
friend.
You said French. She didn't think. She wasn't thinking me anyway.
You weren't even a candidate for that.
Yeah.
So once you've got your toothbrush pretty much aimed at your piece here, you're going to take your finger and pull back.
Look at that. That's so cool.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm just like...
Have fun. Stars all over. Now that you guys are all finished, we are going to take your pieces to the back, and our kiln fairy Cody is going to load them into the kiln and everything like that. And then after about 24 hours, we will take them out of the kiln and everything will be nice and shiny.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yep, they're going to look great.
Oh, that's better. Okay.
Got it?
Just tiny little things. So
Okay.
you have the Galaxy, I have a tie-dye as well,
Yeah.
you can kind of tell. So
There we
we
go.
will let this be this, and the next time you see us,
We'll be picking these guys up.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. Hope your day is going well so far. Quick reminder, WNCT.com under the Download tab is where you can watch the show on your computer. We've got all the episodes there, so feel free to check that out. Also, the WNCT.com website has all the greatest and latest local news and first alert weather, so everything you need in one convenient place. Okay, speaking of a convenient place, if you want to do pottery, you want to paint pottery, or do wood art, one of the great places you can go is the Painted Peacock in Greenville. Now, we took you there in the last segment that we had. We thought we'd also go and take a look at our conversations that we had with them, where we sat down and interviewed owner Susan and manager ASHLEA. And we talked about these two little guys here that they helped us make and all the great things they do there. So let's check this out. So Susan and ASHLEA, tell us about the origin of the Painted Peacock. Let's not talk about the name just yet, but just talk about how you came to be the owner and manager here.
Sure. We were originally actually called The Accidental Artist, and we had 2 locations.
Okay.
When the owners decided to retire, I bought this one location, changed the
Not
name.
both, just the one.
Just the one
Okay.
location. And so we changed the name, and here we are. And we've been here as the Painted Peacock for about 6 years now.
Okay.
And we've been around all together for about 11.
And why did you change the name to the Painted Peacock? What's the origin story on that?
You know what? It really just came down to I love the colors of the peacock, and they're beautiful, and I love the alliteration with the Painted Peacock, and it was just a really fun name that I felt captured what we wanted in the business.
Okay, I can see that being in here and spending some time in here. So at what point in the evolution in the story does ASHLEA come into the picture?
Ooh, she's been here for about 4 years
4 years now,
Yeah.
yes. So I had graduated ECU in 2015
Okay.
and was looking for a job after graduation. And then I pretty much came in like a wrecking ball and got moved up to manager and within 3 months of being here. And I have been here ever since and I love it.
Why don't you tell everyone the different kinds of projects that a family comes in, they want to do some different things. What are some of the different kinds of things they can do?
Oh, there are so many things. So we've done everything from baby footprints. We do a ton with baby hands and feet.
Okay.
We do wedding gifts. You can do clay impressions to capture those little hands and feet.
Yes.
Board art like you saw,
Yeah.
with team building, birthday parties, bridal showers, Girl Scout troops.
Homeschool events,
Yes.
baby
We
showers.
do different themed events.
So when it comes to the painted pottery, you've got a huge selection to choose from. So when somebody comes in, what's the process of getting started?
So as soon as you come into the door, one of our staff members will greet you almost immediately and welcome you into the studio here. And then they will give you the rundown of how everything works
Right.
and show you our entire pottery wall. And as you saw, we have tons to choose from.
Do people have trouble picking out
It's
what
the
to do?
hardest part, hands
Yes.
down. The hardest part is just picking out what you want to do.
Okay.
Once you decide that, it's easy breezy. We'll walk you through any of the techniques and projects that you want to learn how to do, so you don't have to have any artistic ability.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you for everything you have done.
come in, what you're doing primarily is, this is a studio, I'm renting studio time from you, and I'm also purchasing this particular piece that I'm going to design and make into a piece of artwork.
So the studio fee covers the cost of your firing and instruction for the day.
And your studio fee also covers you all day.
All day.
We have a lot of people that come Saturday morning, pay their studio fee all day, and paint tons of pieces.
Oh, okay.
You can leave, have lunch, come back. There's no additional fee.
Yes.
Can I just walk in off the street, or do I need to reserve it in
No,
advance?
please, we're a walk-in studio, so you can come on in anytime.
Okay.
Open 7 days a week.
When do you get a day off?
We love it here.
Yeah,
It's
we
fun.
really do.
This is our second home.
And we run lots of weekday specials also. So depending on which day of the week, there's also discounts on studio fees.
Okay.
Wednesdays are free studio fees for the kids. So it's actually only the price of the pottery for them on Wednesdays. And then Thursday nights are our ladies' night. We are actually BYOB for 25 or for 21 plus.
Understood.
So people can bring wine and snacks and foods like that. But on Thursday nights, we definitely gear it up towards our ladies, girls' night out, mom's night out sort of thing.
Now, is
Come
there
hang out, paint, and have fun.
is there like a guys' night out sort of thing?
Guys
Yeah.
are always invited. We'll make a guys' night for you, don't worry.
Now downloading Living Local.
Pretty confident they had no idea where we would be 90 years later.
Their humble beginnings began in the mid-1920s. A local entrepreneur came up with the idea of buying cucumbers, putting them in a brining tank, and selling them to other pickle firms. However, a new plan was put in place through a group of local business people in the community, who then established the Mount Olive Pickle Company. Fast forwarding to today, this company sells the #1 brand of pickles and has become a staple in Mount Olive.
Our roots are in the community because we were essentially established by the community. So we've always had this affiliation and support for making sure we give back and support the community in ways that we can.
They import their vegetables from all over the world, but still they keep it close to home.
About a third of our products come here out of North Carolina. We're buying about over 200 million pounds of fresh cucumbers and peppers a year to fill those 200+ million jars.
The Mount Olive Pickle Company and Mount Olive share the same roots, and over the years they work together to make the community stronger.
We support our local fire departments, all kinds of local and civic organizations. We sponsor Little League ball teams. We have the resources that we can make a difference in a lot of ways here in the community, and I think it would be a much different place without it.
Submit your business on WNCT.com under Yes, We're Open today.
It looks like a regular storefront on the outside, but there's so much more to this Richlands art studio.
We want to offer a nice, safe, secure, enjoyable place for people to come spend some time.
The Borrowed Artist is the brainchild of artist Malia Torres. Here you can get lessons from her or schedule a paint party with more than a dozen of your friends. But for Torres, this space is about so much more.
I was working on Camp Lejeune for the last 6 years, and as an artist, I came to meet a lot of my Marines that I dealt with that were interested in art and had some PTSD issues. Artwork in a structured environment can be very self-esteem building. It helps them learn to project their feelings onto the paper.
And whether it's Marines or civilians who come in, Malia wants them to enjoy being creative.
They will learn anything from pen and ink to pencil sketching to charcoal painting, down to some technical things as well, and they'll learn how to apply that to help their emotional needs.
The space also features some of Malia's works for sale, as well as painted furniture.
I think it's a dream come true for her. She has been a dreamer all her life, and now it's coming to fruition to have her own place to express herself and help others.
And that's what's at the heart of the Borrowed Artist, helping others, especially military members and their families.
My whole family's military. All my nieces and nephews and my father and my husband were all in the service, and they all paid the price. And so they never had anything available to them like this, so it's fabulous.
In the local areas, we don't have a lot of arts and culture available for not just our military, but our rural communities. And it's very important. It's very rewarding when I was working on base, helping the Marines and working with the Marines, and to see the need that they had to find an outlet for the stressors of military life. And that became a very good way for them to heal on the inside, is by creating on the outside.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download Special Best of Edition. We just saw some Living Local. Those are always great and a lot of fun to get out in the community. Want to quickly remind you, WNCT.com under the Download tab. You can watch this show as well as get your local news and local weather, all great stuff in one place. Also, the WNCT mobile app available for free at the Google Play and the App Store. And again, you can get all your local news and weather there and the show. It's all great. Speaking of great, we'll be back tomorrow for hopefully another fantastic show with great local stuff and more best of. What are we going to do tomorrow? I don't know. Tune in tomorrow and find out. That's a tease for you. We'll see you tomorrow on the next edition of the East Daily Download. Bye-bye, everybody.
Tuesday, when we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download, it's the best of Down Eats. We check out some of our favorite stories from local eateries. We'll also take you to one of our best on locations at Stumpy's Hatchet House and bring you part of our interview with Stumpy's general manager. Make plans to join us Tuesday for the best of the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina's CW.